Swim live. Refresh, I'm live. Audio, audio, audio. Dude, that is so annoying. I'm so sorry. I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties tonight, but I'm trying to power through it. Got my energy drink now. All right, I can hear myself. Racks. All right, all right, all right. Oops. All right, I got the multi-stream going on. So the Mammoth scored against the Whalers. So Mammoth are up 2-1 against the Whalers tonight because the Hurricanes are wearing Whalers. Wow. Whalers Mammoth, just a cool matchup to say out loud. And you're like, wow, that sounds cool. Whalers Mammoth. And you look at the colors and you're like, that's cool. Because it's not, they only use those jerseys for like 4-6 games a season, I want to say, the Whalers throwbacks. And so I'm not sure if every team has played against the Whalers, so to say, as far as like seeing the matchup against the Whalers, like, oh, like the Golden Knights versus the Whalers or the Kraken versus the Whalers, because of course they're defunct. These are matchups that could almost never have happened. I don't know if the Whalers still existed when the Wild was a team. Maybe for a couple of seasons. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna keep my live stream up over her. Less than 8 minutes to go in the second period of this Rangers Islanders rematch. And I don't know if the teams are both just tired, but they both don't look like, they both seem like they're tired. Sorry, stream. I have to have a little snack. I was low fuel. Now I'm a little more charged. A little more charged. St. Louis Blues even up the hockey game against the Florida Kitties. It's now a 1-1 hockey game. Flyers finally got their goal. However, the Bruins also got another. So it's 3-1 Bruins in that game. Other than that, all the other hockey games have remained consistent. I get line to you first, 2650. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Good evening, everybody. It's Week Haken. Tonight, we're talking Rangers, we're talking Islanders, and also having technical difficulties. So I am moving like a robot. Boop, 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 boop. It's bad. And I've been doing everything I can to make it work. The stream already crashed once tonight. Thank you to a loyal viewer for notifying me that the stream was offline. So I made the necessary adjustments to bring the stream online. And we are back. You are here. And here we go. Puck is in the Islander zone. Looks like Kulak is pinning a player against the boards. They want the puck, and they shall have it. Shabanov. I haven't really heard of the Shabanov player. That sounds like a player, a newer player, a younger player or something. There should be a new live feed. None of the calendars worked. I hear that my cast is delayed. So all I had to do is scare it and click on the window. Technology. Dude, these teams are exhausted. 7 minutes to go, even. 8 shots for the Islanders, 11 shots for the Rangers. Duclair, you've got to have more energy in the tank than that. You've got to be able to do more than that, Duclair. You've got to have more energy than that. All right, players, lock in, face off. Islanders offensive zone. Barzell. Is that Trocheck? No, that's Miller. They said, Barzell, get out of here. And D'Angelo take it. Rangers come away with that puck. I don't understand what the Rangers are doing. They their defenseman pivoted and just turned around for almost no reason. Schneider shot the puck. It hit Sorokin, went between his legs, and then he just sat on it. So nothing really happened there. That was pretty boring. Blues have scored a second goal. And that game's only had 8 minutes going in. All right, 3 goals in that game. St. Louis Blues trying to show the back-to-back defending Stanley Cup championship Panthers that they aren't the worst team in the league. Man, worst team in the league. There's a lot of bad teams. If Gavin McKenna is the next Shane Wright in regards to, oh, he was looked at as he was going to be so good, and then he doesn't go first overall because his World Junior performance wasn't God. Well, first of all, that'd be really interesting if that's why people chose to not draft him first overall. It'd be weird if he ends up being I don't want to say a bust, but somebody that's doesn't have the luster of a first overall pick. You don't want to land with a C tier, a C plus, B minus tier player. Like right now, Lafreniere, 10 goals. What was it, 19 assists for almost 30 points? Snap. Puck's going back and forth. Islanders, can you do anything? How you doing tonight, viewers? I'm Lee Kaken. I'm talking Islanders. I'm talking Rangers hockey. And if I look robotic tonight, it's because my stream is all goofed up. I got to get things all straightened out. Didn't have time, so I had to just hit the live button. It's already crashed once tonight, so I'm doing what I can. And apparently the Rangers and Islanders are doing everything they can to not score. It's 0-0 with less than 5 minutes to go in the second period. The NHL is doing a pseudo frozen frenzy tonight where they are displaying 15 hockey games. I'm not a jester. What do I got going on next? So I have that feed. I'm going to go over some of the other games in the league. Sabres scored yet again. Alex Tuck, his 21st goal of the season. 3-0 Sabres now. Kings haven't scored a single goal. Avalanche Canadiens game has stayed the same. Canadiens still up 3-1. Lightning are up 2-0 against the Jets currently. Predators Devils have had a little bit of action. Devils have scored 2 goals back to back. Timo Meier is 14th of the season, and Dougie Hamilton his 7th of the season. So Devils coming back, trying to show that they're a team. NHL is doing a pseudo frozen frenzy tonight, where they display team hobbies. On my side, it sounds great. Wild score? Vinny Hinostroza? Games in the league. Sabres scored yet again. Oh, like a Godzilla movie. I understand what you mean. Yeah, you got me scared again that my audio was not working. Yes, I know. I'm moving like I got like 5 frames a second right now. Very, very, very slow. I have no idea what what the cause of this is. It's so frustrating because I had everything working great. And then everything just decided to say, hey, we caking. I don't want to work for you no more. And viewers, if you haven't already, on my what was it? On my YouTube channel, I just uploaded my latest netcast where I talk about some of the most recent trades, some of the most recent extensions, and a couple of exciting milestones that happened within the NHL. So I would recommend listening to that. Now, of course, you can always, it's a video, so you can watch or listen, whatever you prefer to do, but I'm pretty sure you'll be entertained by it. So for sure, give that a listen. And then while you're watching it, you got to click, if you're liking that video, that thumbs up button is there, or at least rate it. If you don't like it, thumbs it down. That's fine too. At least just let me know how you feel. I want those analytics. I want those comments. I want to talk to people about hockey. And the best way that I can talk to you is, well, hey, if you comment here in the stream, which I haven't seen any comments recently, or you can always comment on my videos. So there you go. There's a couple of easy ways to say hi to Weekakin and a couple of easy ways for me to thank you for being a viewer and, of course, respond to you and your stance on whatever you're standing on. Back to the hockey game. Second period shots on goal, 2 for the Islanders, 7 for the Rangers. Yikes. I think the Islanders have had 2 power plays. I tried to go pretty in depth in my trade cast, or my most recent net cast. I think I went a little too in depth into the first few, though. Definitely feel like I maybe went a little too excited for those, but I'm always excited to talk hockey. It's hard not to. Oh, Susie gets a goal. He just shoots one at the net and it hits him in the hip and goes in. the third shot on goal this period for the Islanders. And is this a... It's just a sidewinding knuckle puck that gets between the blocker and his ribs. And it literally like just saucers right between the pads. That was a UFO. Susie shot a UFO at Quick. And it just plops right between them. Ouch. 1-0 Islanders. And let's see if that causes the Rangers to play any harder. And that's another thing too, because if you're on a team like the Rangers right now that is having public discourse, meaning that everyone knows their team is struggling, their team has announced that it's retooling. General manager wrote a letter to the fans saying, "Hey, we are switched. We're gonna take the foot off the gas." But at the same time, we're gonna keep our foot on the gas, but we're also taking our foot off the gas. So they announced Lafreniere is getting traded, and now here we are. Here we are. I should remind my pal. Looks like the Kings scored Adrian Kempe, his 18th of the season. Another goal for the Lightning. It looks like it was Yanni Gourde, his 7th of the season. Kyle Connor scored, so it's 1-3. Lightning leading the game. Kyle Connor's 24th. Hey, Devils got a goal rejected, so it's back to 1-1. Panthers scored again, so it's 2-2. Sam Reinhart, his 27th of the season. A lot of beautiful hockey going on tonight, everybody. A lot of beautiful hockey. Islanders take the puck. They try to get a shot, but too many Rangers in front. Can't get the puck through. But what I was going to say, this team's going through turmoil, the New York Rangers. And I wonder if you're a third line player or a fourth line player, do you even try to play hard? If you're in a role that you're like, oh, hey, I'm probably going to get moved no matter what, how hard do you try to play? How hard do you try to compete if you're a player that is your role? The other way they'll look at it when it comes to turmoil going on in your team, and you know that you're selling, so to say, do you play harder? You're like, oh, I want to stand out, so I do stay, so I do get paid. They're going to get rid of all the talented guys. They're going to keep the cheap guys like me. Hey, I'm okay with making $2 million, $3 million a season. Sign me for a year at $3 million. I'm okay with that. I'm a grinder. I know what I am. I grind. Pay me $3 million for a season. I know I'm not supposed to make much. Sure, a team would be happy to do that, because they're going to have a lot more money to spend some other people. And hey, why not make someone a little bit more loyal to the team? Schaefer scores! What a shot! Jonathan Quick rolls his eyes. Matthew Schaefer just takes a lofted shot. Islanders up 2-0. 2 goals on back-to-back shots. What are they, the Bruins? 14 goals this season, and you wonder what Lafreniere thinks. Horvat passes it over to Schaefer. He just skates in and shoots it. And Quick was so screened, he didn't have a chance. And honestly, Quick has not been that talented as of recent seasons. Not saying that he doesn't have talent, it just hasn't been as vivid, so to say. Has not been nearly as vivid. See what they're doing. Rangers rip it off the boards. A beautiful bounce. The Rangers know their stadium. Is that Schneider? Got probably the best look that the Rangers have got all hockey game. Rangers got to wake up. Bruins also got one. It's 4-1 Bruins. Casey Middlestad, his 11th of the season. Jake Evans makes it a 4-1 hockey game. 18 shots for the Canadians. As Evans gets his 7th goal of the season, assisted by Caden Gooley, who is finally back. I was actually looking at possibly taking Gooley. I know you liked Gooley the other season. He did pretty well for you. I looked at his stats when I noticed he came back beginning of this week. Penguins scored again. Brazo. No, 59 is Chinikov. Chinikov. No way. And Mantha's going to score right now? Mantha's going to score? I just saw my ESPN, my NHL app go up to 4-1. How do they take the puck? The Blackhawks have it in the offensive zone. There's like 5 Penguins sitting around each other. Okay, Penguins take the puck, skate behind the net, try to bounce it off the boards. It goes to the other side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a conversion. That puck moved from one side of the ice to the other in a matter of 10 seconds. Wow. Just like that, Penguins up 4-1. Just like that. Second period is over for Rangers Islanders. We're going to do our hockey pack coming up pretty soon, folks. Mammoth take the lead 3-2. JJ Paterka, his 19th of the season. He wants to be remembered and say, hey, the Sabres are the ones that lost out on the trade. I'm the better player, not Doan. I bumped this cord the slightest and shines on the wrong thing. Oh, scratched my back. It's cold in her. It is cold in her. All right, I'm going to go back into the stats of this hockey game right now. Islanders score back to back. Susie? Wait a second. The Islanders got Susie from the Rangers? Is that right? And then Schaefer scores a minute, barely, like 50 seconds apart. 11 shots on goal for the Islanders. 2 of those have gone in, which means every 5.5 shots, they get a goal. Every 5.5 shots, they get a goal. That's insane. But considering how many shots they've had on goal, that's also insane. Barely any shots. Rangers, 14 shots on net, no goals. Rangers almost have 63% face-off win percentage. That's actually pretty impressive. And apparently they're just not doing anything with the puck. 11 hits compared to 23. So Rangers a lot more physical. 11 to 6 block shots. Islanders diving more in front of the puck to prevent the goals, of course. 9 to 10 giveaways. Rangers with more giveaways and 1-1 takeaways. Both teams are making just about the same amount of mistakes. Both teams creating just about the same amount of offensive opportunities. Islanders, though, it was just that bang, bang, back to back. Just like I said, a flying saucer shot in that, and he scores. It literally looked like a flying saucer. Now we're gonna turn the chair this way so we can watch the other 4 hockey games that are all playing on one television over here. Minnesota Wild, they're ripping through teams again, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Hey, Blues are up 3-2 against the Kitties. 5 goals in the first period of the Kitties Blues games. Bruins scored again, so they're up 5-1. Tanner Janot has 6th goal of the season. Avalanche scored their second, but it also looked like Kirby Dach scored too, so it's a 5-2 game. Kirby Dach scored his 6th of the season, assisted by Bolduc. Man, I am just reporting goals right now, Pops. Joel Kiviranta got his 2nd goal of the season with the Avalanche, assisted by Melansky, his 22nd assist, and Drury, his 10th assist. Looks like Ryan Shea on the Penguins just scored a slap shot as Penguins go up 5-1 in the hockey game at the end of the second period. Penguins are feeling pretty good about this. 5-1. I mean, they've only choked that lead once this season. So it's possible. They've done it before. If the Penguins can choke a 5-1 lead in the third once, they can do it again. Welcome if you're here to the stream, everyone. I'm Week Haken, and my stream settings tonight are goofed up. They are not working. I look like a robot. It is normally not like this. Everything fell apart moments before the stream, and it already crashed once, so I appreciate everyone for understanding and coming here to chat hockey with me. I'm here to chat hockey. I will talk to you about any team in the NHL. I will do my best to be as knowledgeable as I can. I know a lot of the players. I might not know everything about the team or the history, but I would say I'm a decently well-versed all-around hockey fan. Just watch the Penguins go up 5-1 against the Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago Blackhawks and the Penguins, both teams that are Penguins trying to stay relevant as they continue to fade, as their all-star talent, their S-tier talent continues to age. And as we have learned, Father Time is unbeaten and will continue to stay unbeaten as the Blackhawks continue to get more and more comfortable with the NHL. We've now just saw the Flyers score again. So Flyers make it a 2-5 hockey game against the Bruins. Nikita Gorobenkin with his 4th goal of the season, assisted by Travis Konechny. Travis Konechny assisted Nikita Gorobenkin, his 4th of the season. And now the Flyers and Bruins will cut to overtime. 2nd period intermission. Capitals Red Wings still one goal. Very, very slow hockey game over there. Oilers Sharks is about to start. Man, 3 games at 9. Ducks Canucks, Stars Golden Knights, Maple Leafs Kraken. Stars Golden Knights should be a great game. Stars Maple Leafs should be a great game. All right, everybody, you want to see what we're doing right now? Now normally I wait to do this kind of when the 3rd period starts, but we're going to make sure that we do this on time for tonight. We're going to push our highlight players, our spotlight players. I haven't figured out what I want to call them, but I'll say spotlight players. Our spotlight players at the back right now. I'll step off camera for a moment as I grab the bin. This, everybody, is the bin. of hockey packs. Our treat every stream and every cast is I will open a pack of hockey cards. As I like to show everybody the hobby of collecting, and honestly, you get to see some of the players. So I will pick a random pack. And tonight we get to do Allure favorite sets. This is 23-24 Allure right here. That is our Connor Bedard set. So you could get him as a rookie and make good money. I don't want to make good money. I mean, I just want cool cards that I can use to talk in my cast. All right, everybody. Let's see here. About 7 minutes before we come back. 7 minutes. Missed the pack. Don't miss the pack opening, Pops. It's the fun part. Can't leave me. Flip. This is what it actually looks like. But it's reversed. It's flipped. All right, everybody. Let's get into the hockey pack. We're going to open our pack of hockey cards. So every stream, every cast that I do, we open up a pack of hockey cards. Enjoy the hobby, pass it along, and maybe we'll get something cool that we can all share. And you can be like, dude, remember that one week Haken cast that I was there for? He got that signed Bedard, or he got we were watching the Islanders game and he got that Matthew Schaefer. I mean, those are the memories that I live for. That is the fun part about opening the hockey packs. And honestly, when I get to talk to you guys about the players, I get to kind of show off the cool foil, and hopefully everyone can learn to enjoy it. Sebastian Aho, Hurricanes. Alex Newhook, Canadians. Kirill Kaprizov. That's awesome. That's awesome getting a Kaprizov. That makes me happy. And a Hughes? Wow. 2 centers, a left wing, a third center, huh? Brady Kachuk. That's a beauty, everybody. Look at that. Brady Kachuk. How could you not be happy about that? How could you not be happy about that? That's so awesome. Brady Kachuk, everybody. Leo Carlson, rookie? Yes, please. Yes, please. Dude. It's 15 out of 35? Blue line? We got a blue line numbered rookie, Leo Carlson. I will happily take that. I will happily take a Quack Attack card. That's awesome. Andrei Svechnikov, Hurricanes. This is our big hit. We might get something. We might get a signed card, or it might just be lame. Number 51. No, I don't think we get a hit, everyone. Matthew Poitras. So we get, must have got 3 hits in that pack, so to say. I see 2. We got 2 rookies. Wow, I can't believe we got a blue line numbered Leo Carlson. That is spectacular. Look at that, everyone. This is insane. So cool. That's so cool. Wow. See, the hobby of opening packs, it's so neat. It's so neat. That is a beauty of a player. Let's see if I can brighten it up a little bit. And then I'll flip it back to see. Flip. Look at that. Isn't that something? That's crazy. That's crazy. And here's the number 15. 15 out of 35. That's really neat. Then we got that really neat Brady Kachuk. Look at that design. Nice. And a yellow green Savichnikov. Beauty. What a beauty. And Matthew Poitras, our rookie, I guess. That's what we got. Of course, we got some other 4 other guys, which Jack Hughes and Kaprizov are. And I mean, I guess we got 2 Hurricanes. We got Aho and Svechnikov. So you got practically everything an Islanders fan could ask for. Watch this, everybody. I'll tell my lights to turn into a Islanders theme. All right, I'm gonna have it switch to Islanders theme, and then I can see what it will do for Rangers. I can do both. Like I said, I I just want to cheer for hockey teams. I like hockey. I like watching what teams can do. This is the Islanders. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. This is the Islanders. This is the Islanders setup. New York Rangers, NHL. This is Rangers. I think the pink is supposed to be the red. He's more red. Yeah, the pink doesn't do it. It's more of a cyberpunky theme. This is the Minnesota Wild reverse retro one I like. Oh, I should do a Coyotes. Arizona Coyotes, NHL. See what it thinks up for a Coyotes theme. Islanders have a boarding penalty. All right, here's the Coyotes. Oh, interesting. It's how they try to bring in the kind of the tan color. Weird, weird, weird. All right, everyone. 18 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Islanders up 2-0. However, Rangers are going to the power play right in the beginning of this period. If you are the Rangers, scoring right now would be something you'd want to do. If you're the Islanders right now, obviously don't want that to happen. Islanders win the faceoff. And we already have the puck going all over the glass. Out of play. And it's back in the Islanders' defensive zone. Is that no? Oh, Islanders shorthanded. Offsides. Offsides. Sorry, they just sometimes they don't even look like they're playing because it doesn't look like they're trying at all. Everybody, I mean, if you're an Islanders fan right now, you're probably like, I mean, I wouldn't be too happy with my team's performance, but you got really lucky in those back-to-back goals. If you're the Rangers, if you're a Rangers fan right now, I need to know how you're feeling about this season. I need to know how you're feeling about the Winter Classic, how you've been feeling about your team essentially giving up or just or trading away all of your assets to the point to where you don't have those assets no more because you traded them. Or you kept trading them, and it's weird to me when it seems like we're going to keep trading our good players and we're going to get better. It doesn't usually work that way. I mean, Truba, obviously, yeah, giving everybody concussions with cross checks and whatnot, not going to help your team out when you're on a big penalty kill, especially if it's 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. Not going to help, not going to boost the morale of your team at all. So as a player on one of those teams on the Rangers, you're like, dude, if he does this again, I'm so checked. I'm checked if he does this again. So they get rid of him. They get rid of Jacob Trouba. And then next was Chris Kreider. It's just so weird how they're like, we're going to keep getting rid of our talent to the same team. And now that other team was flying high for a while, and now they had a very, very, very deep low. So the Ducks, they're understanding how it feels to win games and how it feels to lose games. And a lot of these youngsters in the Ducks are just learning adversity, and they're learning that the NHL is it's a grueling hockey league, and you can never let your guard down in the NHL. Never let your guard down in the NHL. Hey, chat, what do you think about the lights? You gotta tell me how you feel about the lights now. Rangers, 40 seconds of the power play. Shot. Zibanejad. Scoop. Zibanejad gets the Rangers on the score sheet, and there is zero energy from the Rangers. Zero. The theatrics is sad. They just look like they're like, can we just take our gear off already? Do we have to play? That's what this team looks like right now. They do not look like they want to play hockey. Duclair just dug him. Oh, did he get tripped? Rip that puck. A beautiful block for the Rangers. Just stopped a huge 2-on-1 opportunity. I think Duclair wiped out. It looked like he got tripped. And then a big diving block for the Rangers. Peeps is the 2-1 hockey game. Quick was completely out of position. And it definitely looked like that puck was going to go in. It did not. It did not. Face off. Rangers win. They flip it out into the Islanders zone. Rangers race to it, prevent the icing. Rempe tries to take it from Pulak. Rangers maintain possession, and the puck comes out of the zone. Offsides for the Rangers. Just no gas in this hockey game. A lot of these other hockey games are getting to the third periods right now. Hey, Predators, they get a second. Philip Forsberg, his 20th of the season. All right. And Sherratt for the Red Wings scores to tie it. 1-1 hockey game. Puck is getting dropped for the Sharks Oilers right now. One of the Islanders just gets shoved off a Ranger, and he took a tumble. That was kind of silly to watch him get flung off. But as a smaller guy, it's not a fun feeling. Rempe dismantles D'Angelo. Rangers force a turnover. Puck in front. They can't finish. However, they maintain possession. Send it to the front again, hoping for some puck luck. Islanders attempt to clear. Can't do it on the first attempt. Get it on the second. Rangers maintain puck possession. Going to change. Dump the puck in. And ultimately just lose possession in what could have been a really great opportunity for them to maintain puck possession as they change. But nonetheless, Islanders are going to attack again. Almost 5 minutes gone from the third period in this back-to-back hockey game against the two New York rivals, the Islanders and the Rangers. Of course, the Rangers being an original six team and the Islanders, one of the teams that came in the expansions within the 80s. Islanders, of course, considered to be one of the most successful franchises in NHL history due to their 4 back-to-back cup wins. They did a beautiful job. A beautiful job getting their 4 Stanley Cups. However, they haven't done anything since, which the legend of the island just continues to grow. I mean, 40 years ago, 35 years ago, no, 45 years ago, the island did everything. They crushed teams 45 years ago. It's almost been 50 years ago since the Islanders had those wins. It's about time to get back to the Stanley Cup. Now, the other thing about the NHL that you got to wonder about is how hard it is to win that cup. The more teams you get, the more impossible it is. The more disappointed talent there is. So that's, I think, the most difficult thing is that the Stanley Cup needs to be obtainable. Like the main championship needs to be obtainable. So what I think they should have to do is I think they need to make other trophies more important to win. I think there should be higher cash prizes. I think there should be cash payouts for championships, better cash payouts. I think that if you're the division champions, you get a certain amount of cash. If you're this champion, you get. I think they should start paying players and paying teams for achieving certain trophies. I think you should get paid. I think you should get bonuses for winning certain trophies. I think you should get bonuses based on your performance. Now, I don't know if the players have it built into their contract or whatnot, but I think having bonuses based upon because what I think if they had 10 teams in the league, they could do 5 groups of 8, or they could do 4 groups of 10. Say they do 4 groups of 10, right? What they could do is they could have those 4 groups of 10. And honestly, I think the 5 groups of 8 would be a lot better. But so I'll do 5 groups. We'll do the 4 groups of 10, even though I like the 5 groups of 8 more. So the 4 groups of 10, let's just say you have those 4 groups of 10 all play each other a total of, let's say, 6 times. So 6 times 9, what's that, 46? 42? Who knows? Let's see. 42. No. My times tables are failing. 27. No, it's 54. 9 times 6 is 54. I didn't touch anything. I didn't use any calculator. I got so stressed out doing math, I forgot what I was talking about. Was I talking about expansion? No, was I talking about expansion? I was talking about points. I don't know whose points I was talking about, though. But it was about points. Blues are up 4-2. However, they just took a penalty, so now the Panthers are on the power play. Okay, no, I remember. So you have four teams of 10, and you say, all right, these teams all play each other 6 times. So 9 times 6, 50, 54. So you're going to play all these teams in this division 6 times. And then what I think would be good is that it would say you play all these other teams in this rotating division twice or 3 times each. So you'll play 27 games against another team in another 10 stack. And then you'll play 54 games in your own 10 stack. So after that, it should be around close to that. Of course, you could plus or minus some of those games with the other stack, but I think I think it's more interesting. I personally think it's a lot more interesting if you're, if there's a bigger challenge. That's the way that I look at it. Is that if it's a bigger challenge, the league is going to be a lot more interesting to me. And I like it when there's storylines. I like when the NHL creates almost hatred between teams. I like when they create rivalries because rivalry is just free storylines. It's free drama, and it's some of the excitement. It's most of the excitement. Now here's the other thing. I think that I don't like the second thing that I would like to propose is that teams that are in the same state can't be in the same conference, can't be in the same league, or not league, you know what I mean, same division. So, for example, there are 3 New York teams. You'd have to split all 3 New York teams up to put them all in different divisions. 2 Florida teams, split them up. 2 Pennsylvania teams, split them up. 3 teams in LA or California, right? Or is it 4? Ducks, Kings, Sharks. 3 teams. Split them up. I think that would make the league, and even in Canadian providences, split them up. I think that would make the league so much more interesting. And then they could be those rotating challenges where, all right, so they would be one of the 27s, like, all right, every 3 years you play against that team 3 games out of the season. But you could still meet that team in the playoffs. I think that would be very cool. I think if they did more roll the dice for the playoffs to see who you play against, I think that would be awesome. I think if you would have like the team captains all get up on a stage, they roll a die. Oh, my camera changed. Come on, camera. My camera's goofing, everyone. Don't look at my cables. Go up. Must be on some AI tracking mode. My camera has some AI tracking features. How does HDR look? The Islanders almost scored there. Dude, now where is this? Oh, thank God there's the AI thing. It's off.